Since its introduction to the United States market in the 1950s, the Landcruiser has become a mainstay vehicle. The model has gained a legion of devoted followers over the years due to its status as an icon of uncompromising dependability. But sadly for its former customers, production ceased in 2021 and is currently sold only in foreign markets. However, Toyota has recently provided hope that this is going to change. So in this video, let's talk about the latest news about the iconic Landcruiser and its possible return to the US market. But before we get into what the Japanese automaker revealed, we need to discuss why this is such shocking news. Toyota, the largest automaker in the world, has recently made news for a few different reasons. One is the busy electric car lineup that the business released was met with several recalls and ultimately failed miserably. And then the CEO came out and said they wouldn't be selling EVs. 10 days later, when the stock had already started to fall, he reversed course and introduced a totally new EV plan. It's highly out of character for Toyota's CEO to do such a dramatic about-face in public. After announcing the Landcruiser's retirement in 2021, Toyota suddenly decided to bring it back just 1 year later. And so, Landcruiser enthusiasts should rest easy because Toyota has officially stated that the popular SUV will soon be available again in the United States despite the company's recent financial struggles. Even though the J300 series of global Landcruisers have been released, Americans' desire for the vehicle remains unsatisfied. Unfortunately, they can only get their hands on the Lexus LX luxury SUV, which is based on the international version. There is also the smaller Prado Series 150, which belong to the Landcruiser family. And although it hasn't altered much since 2009, a new generation is due in 2023 or 2024. However, the Prado lost out against a similarly styled Lexus GX in American sales. Jack Hollis, Senior Vice President of Sales for Toyota Motor North America, said that in a few years, consumers in the United States will have more alternatives besides Lexus. And Hollis responded affirmatively to a question about whether or not a renowned marque like the Landcruiser will return to the United States. Since the Cruiser is a significant part of American history and has contributed significantly to society, he plans to examine the possibility of working with the company in the near future. Now, it was unthinkable that the Landcruiser would make a comeback, but the response of a high-ranking Toyota official is, therefore, highly indicative. Last year, Toyota dropped hints that the Landcruiser would be discontinued. This prompted dedicated fans and bold explorers to keep an eye out for new information. The current generation of the global Landcruiser is based on Toyota's latest generation TNGA platform, which also forms the basis for the current generation of the Lexus LX sold in the United States. The new LX SUV, now in its 4th generation, has been significantly updated with a view toward the American market. The 3.4-liter twin-turbo V6 engine now produces 409 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque, an increase of 28 horsepower and 78 pound-feet respectively. And a 10-speed automatic transmission is now available. Toyota claims that the redesigned chassis offers a lower center of gravity and better weight distribution. In addition, the worldwide Landcruiser shed an additional 441 pounds. As for American buyers, Motor Trend suggests they keep an eye out for the next generation Landcruiser rather than settle with the current J300 series. This will almost definitely need to be electrified either via use of hybrid technology or completely through the use of battery power. However, it is unclear when a plug-in hybrid or battery electric version of the Landcruiser would be released after Toyota revised its electric vehicle strategy. After hearing that Hollis had to say, the Japanese giant could start taking notes from Ford. Additionally, Ford has not introduced any radical innovations. Instead, they are focusing on electrifying their best-selling internal combustion engine automobiles and reintroducing discontinued models with minor updates. Since its release, the Ford F-150 Lightning has broken every record for its quickest-selling automobile in history, and Ford's EV sales have increased by 300% year-over-year. Tesla reclaims that the F-150 Lightning sells out just 8 days after arriving at a dealership. The company then brought back the Maverick from its past, a scaled-down, cheaper, and more fuel-efficient version of the F-150 Lightning. You may also have heard that the release has been an enormous success, selling out quickly and receiving rave reviews. So, a key question now is which version of the Land Cruiser the US will get. There is some likelihood that the J300 series may reappear. However, this seems unlikely given how identical it is to the LX, which is already on sale in the United States. Since the LX was competitively priced as far superior, Toyota discontinued the 200 series, and the fact that LX sales in North America have surpassed those of the 200 series is more proof of this. We can't say for sure that it won't happen, especially considering how much demand there is among American buyers for the J300 series. Moreover, one possible alternative is the next generation Prado, which might serve as a forerunner to the Land Cruiser. Now, before we continue, I'd like to thank you for getting this far. And if you want to know about Toyota's latest powertrains, then make sure to watch this next part. Let's move on to the powertrain. One that immediately springs to mind is the V6 dual-turbo engine used in the Toyota LX and Tundra. A Toyota press statement in the 2022 Tundra states that this is misleading to refer to the dual-turbo V6 as the basic engine. The same press release also highlights how this engine's architecture significantly beats the previous generation's V8, and his motor makes perfect sense for the next generation Land Cruiser. The 2022 Toyota Tundra is powered by 3.5-liter V6 twin-turbocharged aluminum block, 3,445cc displacement, 24-valve dual overhead cam, chain-driven engine. And the water-based intercooler regulates turbocharger temperatures for optimal performance. Toyota is also pleased with its cutting-edge cylinder heads since they improved the engine's reliability and longevity. In addition, the importance of the machine cross-channels for efficient cooling of the combustion chamber is further emphasized by the manufacturer. In fact, the intake valve seats, which are made of metal, are coated with powder metal produced by a laser which helps with cooling. A 2024 Lexus GX460 with its V6 engine is said to be in the works. Also, the classic V8 engine with 6.4 liters of displacement will be phased out in favor of a hybrid drivetrain. The new Lexus RX 500h, which has a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, will likely be powered by the same unit. Now, we don't have a lot of data, but the 2021's Best SUV estimates that the overall output will be approximately 367 horsepower. You should also expect a standard 4-wheel drive system, an 8-speed automatic gearbox. It's reasonable to think that the next generation Land Cruiser will also include this engine, given that it's being installed in the GX. However, it may be argued that Lexus should set itself apart from Toyota. Perhaps a more powerful engine might do the trick. If that's the case, the next generation Land Cruiser will likely share the 2023 Highlander's turbo 4-cylinder engine. Toyota's decision to replace the 2023 Highlander's V6 engine with the T24A FTS turbocharged 4-cylinder engine first seen in the 2022 Lexus NX350 made headlines. The new engine has 265 horsepower, which is a decrease of 30 from the V6's 305 horsepower. Also, the increase in torque from 236 to 310 pound-feet should have a similar effect on performance. The company claims that the new model have an average fuel efficiency of 9.8 liters per 100 kilometers and a maximum towing capability of 5,000 pounds. And the new engine, which is now norm for all types of gas, is greener since it reduces emission of nitrogen oxides and other harmful pollutants by more than half. Compared to the previous V6 engine, the newer ones produces fewer greenhouse gas emissions. When the Land Cruiser is available for sale once again in the United States is still up in the air. Fans of this legendary SUV may be certain that Toyota has plans to revive it. Toyota's Land Cruiser 300 has been well received all across the world since it released late last year. Moreover, because of the overwhelming interest, Toyota has been forced to issue an apology for the 18 to the 24-month wait time. But now, we can do nothing but wait for more information at this time. However, if Toyota adopts Ford's strategy, the company may quickly turn things around and emphasize expanding the availability of its most popular models, such as the Land Cruiser, to more international markets in the US. So, are you on the lookout for a new Land Cruiser in America? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And while you're at it, make sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons as well. Now, if you want to know about Toyota's new engines, then make sure to click and watch this video right here and enjoy. And that's the end of this video, guys. See you next time.